Hey everyone, it's Allie here from alliesblog.ca. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a review on the Born Pretty Store clear stamper. So this is relatively new. I haven't seen a lot of reviews on the actual Born Pretty Store one, so I thought I would show you how it works. So what you get is a purple plastic scraper. This is much like one I had before, but this one has a plastic edge, which I prefer a lot more. And then you get a purple stamper. So the stamping head does come out, and you can see that it's completely clear. You can see right through it. It does have a little few edges taken out, which I'm not too happy about because I don't know how durable these stampers actually are. I've heard they're kind of have to be careful with them, but at least it's on the outside rather than on top. So yeah, you just get the little plastic holder, and then you just put in the stamp. It comes assembled, but you can take it out, just be gentle with it. So you can see right through it. So you can see my finger there. So I have not done anything to this. Usually I just like to use a lint roller just to clear off any dust or anything like that first, and that's all I really do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use my lint roller here just to make sure there's nothing on there. And then I'm going to be using the Born Pretty Store BPL023 stamping plate just to test this one out. And I'm just going to do it on a piece of paper for now. So first I'm going to stamp with a polish that I use all the time for my stamping, which is the Sinful Colors Black on Black. And we're going to see how that one works. Just do this little image right here. I haven't used one of these scrapers in a while, so it's going to be interesting. And it looks like I needed to scrape it a little bit more because it kind of didn't work. That's my fault, so I'm just going to try it again. Alright. And I'll try it again. I'm not used to this scraper. And then I'm just gonna... Alright, so that didn't really work very well. I'm not sure if you're supposed to roll it or you're just supposed to press it on like the normal one, so I'm gonna go ahead and try rolling it this time. And I'm gonna roll it. So rolling it does work a little bit better, if you can see. I'm not a huge fan of the scraper, that's for sure, but it did work. So I'm going to try it one more time, or I'm going to stamp it and see what it does. I tried too quickly. So I'm going to try it one more time, and then I'm going to stamp it on the paper. Alright, so that one worked. I'm definitely not a fan of the scraper because I find it doesn't really scrape super well, as you can see, but it does stamp, so that's gonna work. Now I'm gonna try the Born Pretty Store gold stamping polish for one of the images on here, and we're just gonna do that cupcake right there. We'll try the scraper again. Okay, so that one worked better. I don't know if it was just the polish or the stamp. Alright, I am going to try it using a different scraper because I am definitely not a fan of this one. Alright, I am going to use the Uber Chic Cards scraper instead, and we're going to see how that works better. definitely better. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the black stamping plate, or black polish with the Uber Chic stamper, or scraper. So try the little angel. Alright, so it works a lot better with the different scraper. I'm not a fan of the scraper that comes with it. As you can see, the Born Pretty Store stamping polish works really well. We're going to try one more polish and see how that works. So I'm just going to try the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails, and this is just white on. And we're going to try an image up here. So that picked up okay. It seems to be kind of more preference to actual stamping polish. I'll try one more. Maybe I just wasn't very quick. I'll try this one here. Yeah, it works okay for that one, I guess, but it doesn't really take the image. So I'm going to try one more polish. So now I'm going to try the Zoya Matte Aspen polish and see how that one works. And that one worked perfect. So I think it depends a lot on the different polishes that you use. I'm going to try and use or wash this with soap and see if that works a little bit better, because I'm finding that it's really smooth and it doesn't pick up a lot of the images. So it only really works with some polishes, like it worked with the stamping polish. It worked with the Zoya polish. It worked okay with the Sinful Colors polish. Considering I use that particular Sinful nail polish all the time for every stamping, I'm kind of surprised that this one actually doesn't work with that. So I'm going to try using soap, and I will see if that works better. I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and I washed my stamper with palm olive dish soap, and we will see if that works a little bit better. It's about, yeah, it seems to be working better. It looks like you have to be really fast with this, which I'm not super fan of, because when you're trying to stamp something and actually place it on your nail, you're a little bit slower. So I don't know, I'm not really, like, I was super excited about this, but now it's not seeming to work very well. I'm going to try a couple of things and see if it works better. So I decided to switch up the stamping plates. I'm going to be using the BPL 009, and we're going to see if this one works. Alright, so that's perfect. It worked. So all I did was I took a very light coat of some nail polish remover, non-acetone. It's by Equate. I just kind of rubbed it across just to, I don't know, prep it a little bit. I usually don't like to put any nail polish remover on any of my stamping heads, because sometimes I've heard that, especially with the clear ones, it can actually wreck them, but by the looks of it, it seems to be working a lot better. And yeah, so I'm really excited to use this. I definitely do not like the scraper. I don't know if it's just because I became really used to using the card scrapers, so I guess I never really used that particular scraper anyways, so yeah, I'm not going to be using the scraper. I think I'm just going to stick to my card ones. But overall, now that I've got this to work, it definitely works with stamping polishes, which I don't really have a lot of stamping polishes. I try to find polishes that aren't a stamping polish that still work, because stamping polishes can get really expensive and they're not always as easy to find and stuff like that, so I always try to find other polishes that work just as well. So I would recommend using this. You just gotta, so what I did is I used a lint roller first to clean off all the dust, then I washed it with soap, so I just used dish soap, and those kind of worked for it, but I think the final thing was just to kind of rub it very, very lightly with some non-acetone nail polish remover, and that's what seems to be getting it to work. So I will definitely be trying this out again in my next video to do my nail design, so stay tuned for that and we will see how that works out. So I hope you found this review helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye!